welcome back to my channel. Today I have the Morphe 350 palette to show you. So I'm jumping on the Morphe 350 palette like super late. I kept hearing so much about it, like it was probably the most sought after and the most hyped up palette of life ever here on YouTube. But I mean, I didn't understand why. It seemed very warm toned, it seemed very orange. I mean, I guess that's what the O stands for, right? But I just didn't really understand. But then I kept seeing it being used and seeing these gorgeous looks being made from it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on it. And I couldn't, and I couldn't, and I couldn't. And then one day I saw on their Instagram that the 350 was back in stock, and I was just like, I'm doing it. So finally have the Morphe 350. It's currently out of stock. I'm really sorry, but the website says that they're restocking constantly, like all the time. They're just having to meet this demand. It is highly sought after. I'm sorry, I'm reading it online. They limit one per customer. Like, is that fancy, right? The cost of these is $22.99. It's 35 shadows. So that's an incredible deal, you guys. Like, that, you cannot beat that. 35 shadows for $22.99. And honestly, like, you hear that and you're like, is it even any good? But I have two other 35 Morphe palettes. I have the 35K and the 35T. They're both really good. In those palettes, there are some misses in terms of quality, pigmentation, buttery creaminess of the actual shadows themselves, but like for the most part they're wonderful. But this one is different. I don't know what it is. Every single one of these shadows is incredible. Like, I just don't understand how they did it. And they have finishes. They have every finish. They've got matte, satin, shimmer, glitter, and foil metallic. So without any further ado, let's get into swatches. Before we get into swatches, in terms of packaging, it's like all their other palettes. It's plastic, it's cheap, it's flimsy. There is no mirror inside at all. But here they are. They're beautiful. They're glorious. They are not just warm toned either. They've got a mix of cools, warms, and neutrals. This palette is perfect. And now I understand the hype. Like, you can take this with you on a trip, like a 10-day trip, and you could make 10 separate looks. You can make a warm tone look, you can make a cool tone look, you can make a neutral look, you can make like a daytime look, you can make a nighttime look, you can make a I'm going to be super glam today look. I can do anything with this, and that's why I like it so much. So let's start with the first row. These don't have names, so just bear with me. This is like a matte, more pinky bone color. Second in the first row. It's like a beautiful inner corner highlight. It's a little bit on the peachy side, but it's shimmery in the best way. This third color is one of my absolute favorites. It is a foiled metallic pink. It's beautiful. It looks wet. It is so soft. This next one here is a bronzy. I mean, I am barely even putting my finger in the pan, you guys. Do you see that? I mean, are you kidding me? This next one here is a matte. It's a really good transition shade. I have this in the crease today. It is like a camel color. Next is more of a, maybe this is more camel-y. It's another matte. They're just so buttery. They're so pigmented. This next shade is orange. It is just orange. It is orange, orange, orange. So that is row one. So that was row one. We are moving now to row two. This is like a bone cream color. Can't really see it. This is what I used first today on my arm, on my eye. Second is a little deeper shimmer pink. It's gorgeous. Next we have a more golden. Once again, like, it just looks wet, it's effortless, it's beautiful. We have a kind of a peachy mauve transition. This is more orange. And now we have like a chocolate brown matte. And lastly, we have like what looks to me like a orange sherbet. Gorgeous. Row 3, we start with another matte, and it is this beautiful color right here. It's like a good warm, like a warm tone transition crease color, and as this is a cool tone version of that. This one is a little bit darker, but still a little bit cool. Sorry if you can hear Major playing his games downstairs. Snow day again today. This is like a more, I don't know, reddish brick brown. And this color, oh my god, get ready. Just get ready. Gosh. I barely even touched it, and it's just like, what? Ugh. Now this is the color I have all over my lid today. Oh my god. It's just, how do you do it? Like, how do they do it? How do you do it, Morphe? How do you do it? And then this last shade here from row 3 is a more reddish orange. And that is row 3. Now on to row 4. Right here. Now this row starts out with a more of a shimmery color rather than a matte. And it is a like chocolate brown, metallic, wet looking color. This next color is so soft, like, hold on to your hats. Oh my gosh. I'm just so happy with this palette, you guys. And that is a matte brown, cool tone, followed by another different matte brown. And then this one, I can tell, I haven't swatched this one yet, but I'm getting ready. Oh my god. Why are you so pretty? Oh gosh. This one, this is another one, I can feel it. Oh my god. Are you seeing these? Alright, this is the last one in row 4, and it is another bricky red, more red, less brown. Look at this, like this shade here, and this shade here, and this shade here, and this one here. I can't. Just kidding. I can. Final row is going to be row 5. It's the darkest of the rows. And there's one color on this row. It's the final color. It's one to end on. I tell you what. You'll see. Just please be patient. Here we go. Color number 1. This is more of a glitter than a foiled or metallic. It's a glittery brown. It has like rose gold micro glitters in it. It's really pretty. The second one is another variation of a matte brown. There's lots of beautiful matte browns in this. Now we have a super creamy, wow, that was really buttery. Another brown. This is going to be a more warm tone brown color. And this is going to be more of a grayish brown here. Another matte one. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Like I can see making like an awesome smoky eye with that. With this whole row basically. Alright, here we go. Here's the last two. Hold on. Hold on to your entire body because, I mean, you knocked it out of the park, Morphe. But this one is the one that like knocked it out of the park like 5 times. Babe Ruth is here and he's back in like the best shape he's ever been in and he's knocking it just out of the park. Ready? Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. They are all so pretty, but oh my god. Like I've got to figure out a way to use this. Like now. I gotta figure it out, but I'm just afraid I'm gonna look crazy in it. Like I'm gonna just not know how to use it right and suddenly I'm gonna have an entire lid of like copper, super highly intense copper just everywhere. God. Here we go. One more time. This is the palette. And hopefully it'll be back in stock super soon so you guys can get your hands on it too. It's like the best deal, seriously. These colors, none of them are patchy. Like in the 35T and the 35K, I found there's a couple of really patchy colors that I tend to just stay away from. But in this one, I can use every single one. Like you saw those live swatches. You can't beat that. You really can't. If you like a tutorial on how to get this everyday rose gold, just put it down in the comments and I will do my best to make that happen. Well, thank you so much for joining me today for the Morphe 350 review and swatches, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!